The escapade between Simone and Bobby was over before it got started. Wasn't that short? I mean, was it long enough for y'all? Or I don't know. I'm just expecting a little bit more. But the shocking part about this scene is when Bobby told Simone to choke him. Right? And I'm going to leave that right where it is. I mean, it's a lot that I like to say, but I won't. But Bobby immediately regretted entering her cooch. He said it shouldn't have happened. Now, at this point, Bobby is being used by these married women to get back at their cheating, no good husbands. We first saw this with Lily getting back at Donald for having an affair with Kyle. Then we seen it with Priscilla getting back at Sam for having an affair with Victoria. And now here we have Simone getting it in to get back at slimy Eli for also having an affair with Victoria. Now, they've actually ran out of women for him to sleep with on the Oval, and Victoria has ran out of men that she could harass. So I don't know. I just like to see Bobby hold things down in a meaningful relationship or even a fun ship, right? With a woman who's unmarried and just as interested in him as he is in her. And just to be a gentleman where it actually means something. But Bobby had a little clap back for Simone as he lay there in the wet spot. Simone wants the D whenever she wants it, just because it's Tuesday, right? But Bobby made sure to tell her that he's not a toy and he may not be in the mood for her and her snatch. So she may have to put all that on pause. We really need to see Bobby move from this gigolo role, and we have to be very careful with these type roles, Bobby baby, because we don't want you to be typecast for when the Oval is over and done. We want you to be successful in your acting endeavors. So let's switch it up a little bit moving forward, okay? And Simone doesn't regret this one bit. In fact, she said that Bobby was the best that she'd had in a long time. Now, back to the White House business. We can't forget that Simone has her own team, that she's working with against Eli and getting him out of office. So she told Bobby that she's got to make a quick stop to holler at him, right, before they get to the White House. And Bobby told her they can make it happen, but she has to get in the trunk before they do any of that. I don't know what that's about, but that just seems fun. Have y'all ever tried to sneak someone or something into somewhere? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Now, let's move on to Donald. Donald is heated because he can't get in to see Hunter the way that he used to. He now has to go through Agent Isaac, the new gatekeeper of Hunter Franklin. When he got there, y'all, Donald was about to start crying. When Hunter told him that he was fired, he said, look, you might as well go ahead and tell me that you've been in cahoots with Eli and Victoria to kill me. But I have to be with Donald on this one because he had no idea what Victoria had up her sleeve. Now, Donald has been privy to a lot of schemes and games that Victoria has played over the seasons, but this time Hunter is dead wrong. Now, after Donald found out that Victoria was in the bunker, he tried to convince Hunter that he could go to that bunker, wear a wire, and get Victoria to say all kinds of incriminating stuff, which would help Hunter with his plight to bring her down, but it will also help clear Donald's name to prove that he had nothing to do with her and Eli's plans. But Hunter said no. He declined his offer because now he no longer trusts Donald. He told him that after they arrest Eli, that he was next on the chopping block. Then he called Isaac to have Donald removed from his presence. Then Donald said, look, if you touch me, I'm gonna have to kill you. So then he gave him a slice of that Taze sandwich, the same one that Victoria had. So Hunter told Isaac not to let Donald leave. He said to let him recuperate in his own office and then watch him closely after that, just to see what his next move was going to be. He wants to see if he's going to try to make it down to that bunker to see Victoria. So I guess that if he does this, and this will prove that he was in on it the entire time. Then we move to Priscilla and Richard in the kitchen having their tea time chronicles. Richard wanted to know what Hunter was talking about, what he wanted with her. So she told him Hunter wants to bring Victoria and Eli down and he needs her help to do it. I guess he figured that since she has alt with Victoria, that she's an easy target to convince her to work with him to see her suffer. But Priscilla doesn't trust Hunter and she thinks that he's evil. Then here comes Sam looking all concerned and disappointed with himself. And Priscilla immediately began talking about and bragging about her potentially sleeping with the boss. Now she pretended to flirt with him over the phone, just trying to get under Sam's skin. And this always works. She loves loves effing with Sam. And what's Sam gonna say? Nothing. But this time, Sam has bigger fish to fry. And the big fish is Jason. Sam thinks that he's a publicist now. He's trying to set up an interview or a conference of some sort where Jason can freely talk to reporters. And just so that we can understand this a little bit better, Sam has more than just his job on the line. He's got to protect everyone else's livelihood too before another staff member ends up dead or missing. We have to remember that they've been through several presidential administrations, but the Franklins were a little different, right? They came out the gate with drama on drama on drama. Scene 1 of episode 1, they opened the series with Victoria and Hunter in a whole fistfight on inauguration night. So from day 1, they've been on alert with these Franklins, watching their every move, and now trying to get them out of there so they could move on with the next administration so that they can all keep their jobs and their lives. So when Priscilla got into Donald's bedroom, he was eager to know if she was down for the cause. And Priscilla was like, bruh, it's only been like 20 minutes ago, right? Lighten up a little bit. She told him that she needed more time to think about it. And Hunter was like, you don't believe that she's in the bunker, do you? So he's having Agent Isaac escort her down there. And he wants to make sure that she gets to Victoria to milk all the information out of her before Donald does. Dale was surprised to see Kyle on the couch at Alan's place. And Kyle wants him to come and live with them. I mean, he's got to stop coming over to folks' house unannounced, period. Now, I guess Donald has fully recuperated in his office. He told Alan that he needs some pain meds from the White House doctor, but Alan had to let him know that he's been instructed to not let anyone see Donald. So he just said, okay, just call Kyle. Call Kyle ASAP. And now we're back to the bunker where we see Kareem advising Victoria that she doesn't have to be so mean all the time. And he feels like the fact that she's in the bunker with them, that it's all a setup. He can't believe that the First Lady of the United States is within arm's reach of them and that she's talking just as much ish as they are. And Victoria somewhat feels likewise the same. She thinks that they're beneath her. So Kareem said, well, your daughter was beneath all of us, him, cuz, Picky, etc., etc. And he also let her know that they know what they did to Picky way back, long time ago. So Kareem wanted her to know, don't get too above yourself, because we had your daughter on her knees. Then here comes Priscilla entering the bunker with some greens and crumpets for Victoria. And we all know she's just down there to F with her, right? Get the information Hunter wanted and to let her know that she's into Hunter and she just might sleep with him. But Victoria's confident that Hunter won't go there with Priscilla because she's got too much junk in the trunk. That's what he told you? She said specifically that he don't like big booty girls. Okay, we'll see. And quite honestly, I believe that Hunter may just play Priscilla's little game, and we know that she ain't gonna do nothing, right? I mean, if you turn down Bobby Baby, I don't think Hunter has a chance in hell. But he may just play along with her just to get the information that he needs to bring Victoria down. And the next scene, Lord have mercy. We see that Nancy still has hope that Barry is still breathing somewhere on Earth. He's been using her credit card, apparently. Then he called her cell phone, talking about he's hurt and that he needs her to come to this undisclosed location and to bring some money or they're gonna kill him. Victoria now has to go to the ladies' room, and while she's expressing this, Kareem is trying to figure out a way to get them all out of there. So he came up with this genius plan to get Victoria close enough to their cell, close enough for him to grab her. Why he thought this was a great plan, I have no idea. Maybe he thought that if they, made enough noise that the guards would come in and then what? But he grabbed her and he told Cuz to grab her feet, and then she struggled, and in her struggle, she fell and hit her head on the toilet, knocked her out cold. That's it, you guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You know I'd appreciate it. And if you're a fan of Tyler Perry's The Oval, go ahead and sub to this channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for joining me today on Ruthless TV, you guys, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.